The land is our foundation, and Land Synergy is here to solidify and restore. Join us as we connect the dots of land restoration, sustainable practices, and self-sufficiency. It's time to get rooted.
Welcome back to Land Synergy, guys. I had to get on here real quick because me and the children, we just got done building an outside bathroom. And yeah, man, just the simple things. And the theme, the point of today's insight message is the simple things, guys. Like, we completed it, and we just got done de-shelling some pecans. Well, really, primarily they did. They de-shelled the pecans, and I'm just sitting here like, this is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You know, I'm sure there's something that you built, and I actually got pictures, and I'm going to be uploading it to the website soon so you guys can see, and probably even send it through email so you can see that this really is, like, it's amazing, man. Like, just getting out here and doing it. So the outside bathroom, we completed it. I got a little shelf in there, so for any books, because I like to have a book with me. And or at least when I use the bathroom, at least number two, I like to have a book. I've actually completed 4 books within the past couple of months doing it this way. But most of these books, so they're not like long chapter type books. They're like encyclopedic books. Just little tidbits. But so today, guys, I know it's a little ramble. I brought my wife out here. I was just talking to her, and it just hit me as we move forward. One of the plans is actually creating a farm, Land Synergy Farm. And everything that I'm doing out here is to create this farm. And yes, it's primarily for the family and building a system for that. But it just hit me while doing it that my heart was just singing. And I wanted to get on here to ask you, what is it that you love doing? And I'm sure if you have a homestead on your property, it you get out there and you build something, especially when you can turn an output into an input, like the compost. Once you build your compost and you see it turn over the next year, and you see worms in it, and you see plants, all types of plants, cantaloupe, avocado, potatoes, things just sprouting like weeds out of the compost. Oh my gosh, man, it's just so appreciative, man. And so I snapped some pictures. I got some pictures coming together to share with you guys. Got the bathroom complete. And yeah, just the message for today, guys. Just wanted to share that the farm is going to be coming soon. And this farm, its main purpose will be to subsist the family. Like, of course, being able to eat like 80 to 90% from our own land, and to feed the community around us, to be a source and a beacon of light for those around us, right? It's not going to be for profit. It will be to subsist and to give high quality food. And then from there, we're going to branch out. We're going to make some products. Like, one of them, um, we was just looking at some of the pecans, and we actually like to make pecan milk. And we said, how cool would it be to actually package this up and sell this to people around us, gift it. And guys, it just hit me that you guys, we all are sitting on gold. You're sitting on gold. Wherever you're at in your journey, I know within the system, most of us, not even system, because I've learned just through the process and continually learning. There's no apex. There's no pinnacle that you'll reach as far as knowledge when you can say, oh, I know everything. When you get to that point, it's only downhill from there. You just continually keep learning. And for me personally, I have a bias towards action. Now, the theoretical aspects, I definitely agree that you should read and whatnot, but do not get lost reading all this material to where you get lost in not actually doing what it is you need to do. Because you actually doing the work is going to teach you so much. So continue to keep putting it together. The society that we live in now is a system where there's a lot of outputs. There's a lot of outputs that don't come back and compound on itself to help us. So what you can do now is just take it in your hands and start. I feel like what's helped me on our journey, like I'm looking at the compost right now. It's a 4-part, well really a 6-part system, and it's evolved so much. I'm just so appreciative looking at it, man. And it's not nothing fancy. It's recycled wood where we built an outline and whatnot. But the point is, it started with one step. It started with one step. I'm sure you've all heard the parable, the Chinese parable. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. You know, a journey of self-sufficiency starts with one scrap. Putting that scrap onto the ground, letting it compound on itself. Oh gosh, when you start to really see that, you start to see what true wealth is. And true wealth is inside you. Knowledge truly is power. And I feel like with that is experience. You get the experience to start seeing, oh good gosh, your whole perspective changes, because then you see that the world is not bleak and grim. Because usually how you see the world is how you see yourself and what's going on inside. You know, that's not to say on a practical level you shouldn't be aware of what's happening on a macro level. But at the end of the day, what you're doing in your yard and within your community is going to affect you way more than what will happen on a federal and political level. Yes, those things trickle down, but by the time they get to us, it's watered down, and you can't see these effects as much as you going on in your community. You connecting with the people who actually grow some of the food that you like. You know, quick little side story. Yesterday, I was it yesterday? Yes. No, the day before yesterday, I was completing a job, and there was this woman in a field, an Asian woman, and it was a pretty big field, but she was just sitting there, and I could tell it was a garden, pretty big garden. Mind you, I don't know this woman, and I'm in Newton, North Carolina, right? And this is a rural area. There's no gas stations, like it's that rural, this part. And so I pull into the driveway. I pull into the driveway. Don't now. Of course, she's like, "Who is this?" And so I pull in, I say, "Excuse me, ma'am, are you selling any of this produce?" She said, "Yeah." We get to talking. She ends up giving me 3 pumpkins for free, as well as some greens, free. She said, "You come to my garden, free for you. I give to you. I go to the flea market, I get money. But for you here, this for you." And it hit me, guys, the foundational element of your kinship to everyone and everything around you cannot be underestimated. You are a part of the land. You know, almost every person I come across when it comes to a garden, they're so free and given. Why? Because there's an abundance that is intrinsic to who they are, and they share that. When the cucumbers that we grew, we had so much. It's like the things that you grow, you want to share it with everyone. She was growing all these pumpkins and all this food. She gave it to me. When you see and you grow these foods and these elements, not even elements, but these things, and you start to see the abundance, your whole perspective yields to one of abundance. Not hoards, like you're not hoarding nothing. And she gave me those things, and I felt just profound love and appreciation. Not for what she gave me, but for the fact that she didn't know who I was. Her first language isn't English. Her English wasn't too good. We was able to connect on a heart level. Not because of what she gave me. Absolutely not. It's because she's seen that I am her and she is I. You're a part of this land, guys. And everything that comes forth from it, you have a right to. Now, don't get it wrong, guys. Again, on a practical level, you can't go take what someone grew. But you go connect with people and you start, oh my gosh, it's so much out here, man. The world, it's a bright future, guys. Absolutely. That's not to say it's not going to be fraught with, you know, that's not to say it's not going to be smooth sailing. It is a process, and it's laborious, but you're going to learn so much. And I'm so appreciative with land synergy to have come to this understanding. I didn't come to it, Woo, good God, let me take that back. I didn't come to this. This was given to me. I am appreciative to be the vessel to carry this frequency into the world. Because when you identify with this thought as if it came from you, then you isolate yourself from the island from which you grew, or in this scenario, the land from which you grew. If the tree was to identify with itself as the source for it growing itself, it would lose its connection to the water, the sun, the air, and all the other elements that it is a part of. There is no I. I don't take responsibility for anything that I'm doing. I'm a vessel, and I'm appreciative. Now, again, guys, this is both theoretical and practical. On a practical level, I'm aware that, okay, I've received the download, and I do something with it. And so, yes, in that regards, I will take appreciation and responsibility for doing something that with what was given to me. But I am a medium for this frequency. I'm not the source of thoughts. Neither are you, right? We have the opportunity to heal this land and grow a community that will thrive and synergize. And God, I'm just appreciative to be on this journey with you guys. And so, yes, the farm is coming together. Stay tuned for the website and all that. I had to hop on here, guys. It's actually the middle of the day. I don't usually make the podcast around this time frame, but I wanted to just get on here. I'm looking at the children. I built a swing for them yesterday, and they're swinging on it. We went into the woods on our property. We was able to find an old tire in the woods. We found some white oak acorns, those big acorns. We collected some. We planted some right under the tree, next to the tree for it to grow some more. And that's what it's about, guys. That's what it's about. The journey, the appreciation is in the process. And, woo, God, that cherry. Now, it's a good, sweet cherry. On top, when you get the yield of your labor, when you see the completed project of what you've come forth, when next year when we see those pecans sprout from the garden and we transplant them around the property and elsewhere to grow into other trees, when that comes to a full tree and sprouts more seeds, yes, absolutely, there will be a profound appreciation, but it's not the appreciation. That's honestly probably 10%, the end goal. That 90% of appreciation is in the doing, guys. So get out there and let this be a source of inspiration for wherever you're at on your journey. Get out there and do it, guys. Let it come together. You don't have to build what I'm building. You don't have to do what I'm doing. That's not what it's about. It's about us sharing the frequency and you on your journey with where you're at doing with what you got, what synergizes the land for you. Again, that can be a simple compost. That can be a simple plant. That's it. You got this, guys. You got this. So I appreciate you tuning into this rant. Continue to keep synergizing the land. Much love, guys. Much, much, much love. I shall talk to you in the next one.